Welcome to Create Your Life Workshops. What this workshop is an exploration together, a tour of our human way of living. We will look into areas of life where we are not fully alive, successful and satisfied, and begin to find ways to revive ourselves. The most legitimate of questions in Judaism always is, where do we know this from? Who says this? And where do we get this from? These concepts are concepts that Jewish scholars took for granted for thousands of years, and that Talmudic today still take for granted. They are the unwritten basis of how great yeshivas of Europe taught their students. We are going to explore ideas about personal growth and development from age-old Jewish wisdom. These are ideas that work and are surprisingly so relevant to modern day's life. We often forget how much we've lost in the Holocaust 80 years ago. We did not only lose a lot of lives, 6 million, or mourn those who did not survive. We've lost at least 2 generations of those who knew how to teach, those who had a tradition of what human growth is all about. At the end of these catastrophes, 60 years ago, we could count the surviving front rank of Jewish educators on the fingers of one person's hand and still have fingers left. Of the next few ranks, only a handful more were still to be found. So it's not so surprising that so much once taken for granted is so surprising, so unknown, to so many of us. You know what everyone says about Jews? Answering every question with another question. It's true. We are also the only ones collecting all the good ones. The questions that allow us to get deeper into any topic. Marana Rav Makor used to say, when you ask a question, you open a door. When you give the answer, you close the door. You cannot get anywhere without asking questions, without opening doors. We are here to open doors for you. So many of us today are living in a life where we hear and open up this and take this for granted. This is good questions. You have to overcome barriers to start you on the journey that will be the rest of your life. Does this sound interesting? Do you want to come along? In order for this workshop to work, you need to understand what it is not. The workshop is not here to teach you the truth, to paskan halacha, or to force you to see things my way. It's not about my opinions. I do not intend to lecture or preach, or even to have you accept my words as the truth. My words to you might be correct, they might not be. We don't want your blind acceptance of everything or some things we say. But we do intend to strengthen your ability to choose and to provoke you to asking questions. Questions that explore deeply. Questions that open doors. You will be empowered to choose a life of excellence. A life of exception. You are empowered to choose your life. A ladder is a ladder. You don't agree with it or believe in the ladder. You climb it, and if it breaks, you throw it away and get a new one. This workshop is a ladder. Use it to climb, whether or not you agree with me or the workshop or believe in it. So many of us are today involved in this. This is our life. Let's control us. We take everything it says as granted. When we open up a page, that's a truth. How many of you have ever asked a question and actually tried to understand? How many of you ask questions? Do you think that by not asking questions that everything can be played, you are developing yourself, you are creating yourself, you want to be this? Aren't this the reason that we have problems today? Mental problems, psychological problems, understanding our life problems, don't know who we are or what we want to be. Because everything is told to us. Everything is given to us, and we have to follow, because that's a trend. Don't you want to break away from the trend? Don't you want to be yourself? Be an exceptional you. Create yourself, understand yourself. Well, if you want to, you are at the right place. I'm sure that we can teach you to ask questions. And that is what it's all about, is to ask questions. And when you ask questions about yourself, at what you want to be, and how you want to get there, then you can create your life. Welcome to Create Your Life Workshops. Sign up at makorabracha.com.